What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising. Higher, higher, it's burning through to my soul.
Burning Love from Elvis Presley, a song to warm us up on this cold evening. 1 below right now in Milwaukee. It will warm up tomorrow. Going to get near the 20s. Also a song to get you in the mood to go see a very fun show at the Fireside Theater in Fort Atkinson. Back in the building is an Elvis tribute show, and joining me on the WTMJ hotline, I welcome Elvis tribute artist Taylor Rodriguez. Taylor, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's a little cold here, but I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Makes your hips shake, makes your hips swivel. You got to keep moving to keep warm, right?
Oh, you ain't lying. Oh, yeah. My leg is shaking 100 miles an hour right now.
Taylor, as I understand, because it was fun to see on the Fireside Theater, they posted on Facebook that you're going to join me here on WTMJ, and the flood of comments about how great you are, and also that you look great in the black leather.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
I think
you know you had to say that.
I think that black leather outfit from the comeback special would certainly keep you warm.
Oh, yeah. I think the audience members have a lot of fun, especially when we come out with the 68 comeback special, you know, wearing that all black leather. I mean, of course, no one could wear it better than Elvis. Let's just set that straight. But I try my best as much as I can.
Taylor, tell us about Back in the Building, an Elvis tribute. Tell us about the show. What exactly is it about?
Yeah, so we basically take you on a musical journey through Elvis's life and his career. Us being tribute artists, what we like to do is we pay tribute to obviously the greatest, in our eyes, the greatest icon that ever lived, which is Elvis Aaron Presley. I mean, he was just a complete genius when it comes to music. I mean, he was just so unique, you know. And so we take you through all of those eras of Elvis, all the way from the 1950s when he first began in the year 1954, all the way up to 1977 and to his passing. And it's basically a story about how, you never know who is behind the suit, right? You never, because a lot of people, they always go, oh man, it's Elvis on stage, but actually we're not Elvis, we're just a tribute artist. And so it's more so just about the music and about sharing, who Elvis really was, and really trying to spread that love and joy and that music to the next generation and the next. That's what our goal is. And this show basically, it gives you all the way, like I said, from the 1950s, so that raw, rock and roll that just come out that nobody really kind of expected in the 1950s. And then we also go into the movie era, which is really fun. And we have a little special guest that makes an appearance, Miss Ann Margaret, and she makes an appearance, and it's so much fun. And then we also go into the second act of the show, where we have the 68 comeback special, which is Elvis in that black leather coming out and, just really engaging with the audiences. And then we also touch on the jumpsuit era as well. And usually every night it's kind of a different jumpsuit. So we definitely have a lot of fun.
That's great. I was just going to ask, so as you cover these decades, how many other Elvis tribute artists are there, and what costume changes do we get to see you in other than the black leather?
Yeah. So there are this cast is a total of three different. We call them Elvi for plural. So I am the 50s. So you'll see me in the gold lame, which is kind of Elvis's iconic look in the 1950s. That gold lame jacket with the beautiful rhinestones and everything sparkling away in the light. And I also am in the black leather as well. So I play the 68 comeback special. And then you'll also get to see some movie outfits. You'll also get to see the iconic If I Can Dream white suit that Elvis kind of wore in protest when, the civil rights back in 1968 was happening. And then we also, like I said, our other Elvi, if you will. Travis Powell, he's also in the American Aloha from Hawaii jumpsuit. So it's there's a lot of different costume changes, so I'm sure the audience will never get bored.
This sounds like a fantastic night. Back in the building, an Elvis tribute at the Fireside Theater in Fort Atkinson all the way through February 23rd. This sounds like it must be a joy for you. It's got to be an incredible amount of work to get all the nuances of Elvis Presley. But this has to be a joy. How did you fall in love with Elvis and go, I want to channel him and keep his legacy going?
Yeah, so it all started when I was about 6 years old, and my aunt back home in Virginia, she used to babysit me when my parents were working, and she would just play Elvis music nonstop. I would listen to Blue Suede Shoes and Shake, Rattle and Roll, and just a couple different songs, and then YouTube was actually just coming out at that time, and so I started looking up Elvis videos, and she would put on some different VHS tapes of Elvis movies and stuff that she had, and so Elvis just became somebody that I just kind of idolized. I was like, man, that guy, like, there's something about him. It's something about Elvis that just attracted me to watch him on that TV and go, you know what? I want to be like him when I grow up. And so when I was about 9 years old, I got a little Halloween costume made of a little jumpsuit, and my dad had hand sewn all the little teeny stars and rhinestones on the suit, and I was Elvis for Halloween. And people started going, oh my gosh, we want you for this wedding, we want you for this, we want you for this. And I just started. I mean, I did not sound good at all when I first began.
But you looked good. I'm so charmed that your dad was sewing your costume together and that your aunt inspired you. It's so sweet.
Yeah. My parents definitely supported me from the very beginning, and I just started to sing, and I kind of taught myself how to sing, and really kind of just watch Elvis, all these certain moves that he did and everything else. I watched every little detail I could to try to be like Elvis. That's who I wanted to be. So, and here I am today.
Wow. And Taylor Rodriguez in the Back in the Building show, an Elvis tribute show, but to go from 6 years old to 9 years old at Halloween to be the 2019 Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Champion by Elvis Presley Enterprises, to win that grand prize. Yes. I still say congratulations 6 years later. That's massive to have been there.
Thank you.
And it was
one of the
greatest
approval. Honors of my life.
I'll bet. Well, I love that You're moving and shaking. I am going to make my way to the Fireside Theater in Fort Atkinson before
Please
February
do.
23rd. I've got to see this. You have to understand, this is what you don't know about me. I used to throw birthday parties for Elvis every year, and my boyfriend had a complete Elvis shrine in his basement. So we are really big Elvis fans. So this could be a date night for us. So looking forward to seeing you on stage at the Fireside Theater as part of Back in the Building, an Elvis tribute show. And we've asked Taylor to choose the song you need to hear. I think it should be a surprise. Think out there what song you think Taylor Rodriguez would choose for the perfect song you need to hear. And that would be next. Taylor, I will say, break a hip? Break a leg? How do you wish an Elvis tribute artist to have a great time on stage? I hesitate to say anything like that.
Well, you know what? We're in the theater, so we're always going to stick to break a leg. That's the way we do it.
Thank you so much, Taylor Rodriguez, Elvis tribute artist extraordinaire, in Back in the Building at Fireside Theater. Thanks so much, and stay warm.
Thank you very much. Thank you.